What's going on, guys? It's me, Tim, and I am back with another episode of my favorite film stocks that you should be photographing with in 2021. You should be putting these films in your camera, but first I want to put a little shameless plug for my sponsor today, and my sponsor is me. I'm sponsoring this video, and if you like it, please hit the subscribe button to help little Timmy hit 1,000 subs before the end of the year. All right, enough of that. Today we are talking about Kodak Gold and the 3 reasons why you should be photographing with this film stock today. First of all, let's talk about the Honda Accord. That's right, the old faithful Kodak Gold and its history. Kodak Gold is a color negative, low-speed film that photographers from pro to amateurs have been shooting with since about 1988. Kodak Gold is a lot like John C. Reilly was in that movie Step Brothers, just faithful. Kodacolor films, released way back in the 1940s, is actually a mixture of Kodacolor X, released in 1963, Kodacolor 2, released in 1982, and Kodacolor that was released in 1940. And with those powers combined and the C41 process, you get the Kodak Gold that was released in 1988 and the same Kodak Gold that we shoot with today. You know what? I remember like it was yesterday when film photography was just called photography, and people from old to young would just pick a few rolls on their way out on vacation to capture memories that they would then take down to their local drugstore, pay a few bucks to get their snapshots back in about an hour. You see, back in my day, we would walk a mile to school in snow and nothing but our socks. What the heck am I talking about? I'm from Hawaii. I saw snow for the first time when I was 27 years old, and I hope to never see it again. Kodak Gold, for now, is an inexpensive film stock that you can still buy at your local drugstores like CVS, Duane Reade, Walgreens, or even Walmart. For many people, Kodak Gold was a film that was available everywhere for the longest time, and it made for great photographs of just about anything that was well lit. Are you going to the beach this summer? Well, then pop some Kodak Gold. Are you going camping? Well, pop some Kodak Gold in your camera. Are you just going out, hanging out with friends at a park or hanging out downtown? Then pop some Kodak Gold in your camera and you'll have some fantastic memories to print. Now, the first reason why I feel like you should still be shooting with this film today is that it is insanely difficult to ruin a shot if you are shooting it in good light. Kodak Gold has an excellent exposure latitude that will allow you to save an image no matter whether if you accidentally shoot it 2 stops overexposed or 1 stop underexposed. When you have that type of latitude in a cheapish film stock, it is darn near impossible to not want to grab a roll and put it through your camera. Now, the second reason you should be shooting this film stock is because of the look and feel. Kodak Gold gives warm results, and it is definitely different than the Fujifilm stocks that you can also buy like C200. I've never ever been a massive fan of Fujifilm's cheapish 35mm film stocks, but that is for another review. The color of Kodak Gold are bright and it can be contrasty depending upon how you have your film scanned. I felt that each image had just the perfect amount of sharpness to it, but that is also extremely dependent upon what camera and lens you are photographing with. But even shot on my plastic Ilford Sprite, I felt that the scans were still sharp enough to print. Overall, Kodak Gold is a well-balanced film that will please just about everyone from any crowd. Now, I do want to point out that Kodak Gold is a daylight balanced film, which means it will look great shot in daylight. But when you bring it inside with tungsten light, it can give off some gnarly, yellowish, greenish overcast of your images. And I bet you are probably wondering, Tim, what does daylight balance actually mean? Well, lucky for you, I did some research, and according to Kodak, daylight balance means you will get the best results if you photograph with Kodak Gold anytime from 2 hours after sunrise to 2 hours before sunset. However, I have found that you can totally shoot this film within those 2 hours and still get excellent results, especially during golden hour. The last and third reason to run out and grab a few rolls of Kodak Gold 200 is that it has the perfect vintage feel to it. I know that I know that you probably have some apps on your phone that you have used at some point in time to give your digital images from your phone that perfect 80s and 90s feel to it. But you can get those same results by just picking up some Kodak Gold and shooting it in a camera. Sure, I know it's not as easy to shoot film and then wait for it to come back, but at least you won't have to fake it. You can find a cheap 35mm film camera basically anywhere these days. All you would have to do really is to put out a general inquiry on Facebook or social media, and I'm sure someone on your timeline would have a 35mm camera collecting dust in a closet or a shelf somewhere at home. And they would probably even be thrilled to give it away to you. They probably also will say something like, "I didn't even know that they were still making film." Silly rabbit, of course they are making film, or else I wouldn't be making this video today. Now, there are many reasons why Kodak Gold should be in your arsenal of film stocks to shoot. It is a versatile film stock that looks great in just about every situation, indoors or outdoors, except under tungsten light. I once went out to photograph an engagement session, and I accidentally left my Kodak Portra 400 at home by accident. I had the two bags next to each other, but I had to run out and buy 6 rolls of Kodak Gold 200 to shoot. I overexposed at one stop and just trusted that this film would do what it is meant to do, and that is shine in warm light. To be fair, I'm not sure if I had not told you that engagement session was shot on my Leica M6 with Kodak Gold, you probably would not have even really been able to know unless you have a keen eye for the variations of film. Well, ladies and lads and gents, that is all that I have for you today. And I always like to end every review that I do on my channel with this statement. There's no film stock or camera out there that will make you a better photographer. Kodak Gold is not going to make you a better photographer. Watching videos about photography and film stocks on YouTube will also not make you a better photographer. It will make you more informed, but not a better photographer. Do you want to know what will make you a better photographer? Taking your camera out and photographing with it. The only way to get better is to actually go out and create photographs and photography with the camera you have and the film stocks available to you. While I am trying to grow this YouTube channel, I also want to say that these videos and reviews are things that are only meant to help you, but it is not to be a one-size-fits-all. Overall, I'm making these videos to encourage you to go out and to create, to pick up something new, to go out and shoot with it. Go out and create what moves you. At the end of the day, none of this really matters. It's only what matters with what you create. That is all that I really have for you today, guys. Mahalo, my friends, and I cannot wait to see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, please drop them down in the comment section, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.